Brought to you by Penguin.
The Great Nerve by Dr. Kevin Tracey. Read by Mark Deakins.
To Grandpa Colada. Introduction. A New Frontier in Medicine. On November 15, 2011, I met the first patient treated with something I had invented. When he was still a young man, an autoimmune disease had sentenced him to disability and premature death. Rendered homebound by debilitating pain in his arms and legs, he could not work or even play with his young children. But in 2011, a neurosurgeon implanted him with a pacemaker-like device under his left collarbone. The surgeon tunneled under the skin to thread a wire up into his neck, connecting the pacemaker to his vagus nerve. The patient's pain, inflammation, and disability disappeared after he received his vagus nerve stimulator. This new field of vagus nerve stimulation therapy to treat inflammation is now poised to revolutionize the way millions of other people are cared for. Its widespread use can help prevent inflammation that contributes to the mortality of 40 million people worldwide every year. Even when it is not fatal, inflammation impairs the health of millions more. Inflammation has replaced infection as the greatest threat to healthful human longevity. I wrote this book to give you the essential information you need about your vagus nerve, including how it regulates inflammation in your body and how you can help it do its job, from everyday healthy habits to the latest medical technology. Here you will find a new way to think about your immune system. Traditionally, it was studied on its own as an independently functioning system that polices itself and does its own bidding to ward off threats from infection and injury. Scientists and physicians viewed the immune system outside the domain and control of the brain and nervous system, though the latter were understood to coordinate the functions of all your other organ systems. But a discovery in my lab revealed that the brain and immune system are inextricably linked through the vagus nerve. This was the critical insight that enabled my colleagues and me to invent the vagus nerve stimulating device that gave the first patient a second chance at a full life in 2011. The vagus nerve has been studied for more than 2,000 years, intriguing scientists with its great reach, but it continues to hold many secrets, which hundreds of laboratories around the world are working to unravel. With each passing week, new information emerges, providing evidence that points to new ways of tapping into the vagus nerve's ability to regulate our vital systems and heal us. Our discoveries are guiding us to develop new therapies for inflammation, depression, anxiety, epilepsy, substance use disorders, headaches, cardiovascular and gastrointestinal diseases, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, stroke, multiple sclerosis, and other conditions. There are thousands of scientific and medical publications addressing these topics, and my colleagues and I have written many peer-reviewed research papers and review articles ourselves. You'll find a sample of these cited in the endnotes for those who want to dive into detailed discussions of molecular mechanics. The purpose of this book is not to recap all this detail, but to introduce you to your vagus nerve and give you enough information to begin tapping into its greatness yourself. Often described today as a superhighway between the brain and the body, the vagus nerve turns out to be much more mysterious and beautiful than traffic. Like the strings, reeds, skins, and soundboards of an orchestra, the 200,000 or so nerve fibers of your vagus vibrate in tune with health. The vibrations are the music, and the song is life. If you are fairly healthy but overwhelmed by the billions of web impressions, #VagusNerve, and claims on the internet and social media telling you to do this, that, or the other thing to stimulate your vagus nerve, I understand. I also find the advice swirling out there to be a lot. Worse, it is often inaccurate and sometimes completely wrong. Many popular recommendations and proposed therapies, if they do stimulate your vagus nerve at all.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?